Hey, everybody. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Tammy. Hey, everybody.
Good to see you all. Looks like we've got, hey, Gail. We've got Gwen here, Broke Cowgirl Homestead, Barb at Barb's Country Home. So good to see you guys. Tina, Life in the Piedmont, Blue's Self Reliance. Hello, Blue. Jamie's Country Living. Hello, hello.
Hello,
Milk and
everyone.
Honey Heritage Farms. Heather, hello. Oh, let me turn my phone down.
Hey, 49
Oh,
more.
Living. Um, let's see. Did I get everybody for now?
Life in the Piedmont said she'd be right back.
Okay. Thank you all so much for coming. 49 more. Hello there. And hello to everybody who's watching the replay. Thank you all
That's
so
right.
much for coming. So I hope everybody's doing well today. How are you doing, Lisa?
Like you, very tired.
Yeah, we had some rough storms coming through. We were in the tornado shelter last night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Ugh,
And we didn't go to sleep beforehand because we were tracking where the storm was, kind of keeping an eye out on what was going on.
you're
So,
smart.
yeah, so kind of tired today.
Yeah, very smart to be tracking it because those nocturnal tornadoes are deadly for that reason.
They are. Hey, Troy Sutton, thanks for coming.
Yeah, prayers to everybody affected by the tornadoes
Yeah,
last night. I mean, Oklahoma keeps getting hit, and it's just absolutely devastating.
it is. It is. And want to know what's awful? Hey, Suburban Hillbilly,
Hey, Rebecca.
we're getting another round of storms on Wednesday. So
Oh,
it's not done yet.
no, I
I,
mean, May is like, I think one of the worst months for tornadoes, but
is
it's
it?
crazy.
I'm still getting acclimated to all of this. So
So
I
you
heard
said,
April to June. And so our April was not bad. So hopefully May is the worst because that means that, we're 1 week down. 1 week.
so you're probably getting what we had yesterday and last night on Wednesday.
Oh, uh huh.
And I can tell you the winds were brutal. I'm exhausted because we not there was a tornado in South Dakota yesterday, about 90
Oh
miles
my
north of us.
gosh.
I'm sorry,
Oh no.
90 minutes to 2 hours north of us.
Mm.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt, and nothing was lost because of where it was. But they said we were going to have 70-mile-per-hour gusts
Mm-hmm.
of wind, and it was nonstop all
Mm.
night like a freight train. And we've
Mm-hmm.
got trees down on the pig fence and stuff.
Mm.
Obviously, nothing compared to the tornado
Trees
damage.
down. Look behind her, guys. When she says trees down, she's talking some really tall, long, heavy trees that can do some major damage.
Yeah,
Mm.
thankfully it was nighttime. The pigs were in their barns and they're okay.
Yeah.
But we're just waiting for the wind to die down so we can get out there and get it off of their fencing. The fence is
Yeah.
secure, thankfully, but
Thank goodness.
just trying to get it off. But we had one in the driveway too.
Oh my gosh. Didn't hit your truck or anything then.
No, because the garage and the part of the driveway where it was the lower part, and we park up above.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the weather's been crazy.
It's been
And just
insane.
it has. And it messes up your plans too, I have to say. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's like that's the lowest, that's like least priority when you're talking about damage storms can do. The messing up what you have planned is the least of anybody's worries because there are people who have lost so much more. And yes,
correct.
Oklahoma has been hit so hard,
Yeah.
and content creators that have been their homesteads just destroyed. It's
Oh,
heartbreaking. So
absolutely heartbreaking.
prayers for all of those people. I know Sherman's Family Farm was one of them. What's the Arms? It's a channel my husband watches more than me.
Daniel
Arms
Arms.
had a lot of vicious flooding. It was craziness. Flooding over the bridges, and they lost people have lost animals. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, well, Gwen's in Southeast Texas, and they've had they've got flooding that's
Oh my
unbelievable.
gosh, I saw that flooding on her video. Holy cow. Our chickens are turning into ducks. Oh, yeah. Oh, Gail, you be careful. It's supposed. So the weather. We listen to Ryan Hall, y'all. I know a lot of people listen to him, and then we also listen to Max Velocity is another one that we like to listen to for weather people. And what both of them are saying is that the Wednesday storm is going to be worse.
Yep.
So,
It dropped.
yeah, storm shelter for sure. Yep, that's what we do.
Yeah, it came across South Dakota and is wreaking havoc, and the high
Yeah.
winds were just crazy. We had some snow. We didn't get 1 to 3 like they forecasted, but we had snow overnight.
Just 1 hour today, friend.
Oh dear.
One of these days. One of these days, I'm going to do a celebration video for my subscribers. I missed the 1,000, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll wait till I get over 1,500 because I'm close. I'm close to 1,500 now, so maybe I'll just do it after that one. Feels like I'm a little late on the celebration for the 1,000. Yes, it's good that you're getting rain. I'm glad you're getting rain. Hey, Christine, thank you so much
Hey,
for coming
Christine.
by.
Thank you, Barb. That's really sweet of you. You didn't need to do that.
Big
Oh,
Joe,
geez. Hey, Charles Bushcraft.
Ryan is really good. Yeah. We like to watch Max Velocity too because, maybe sometimes Ryan is focusing on an area that's not our area and we want more deep. So it's kind of nice to jump around and know who your good weather guys are.
Yeah, I find that Ryan Hall is not very accurate in our state, and I
Mm,
don't
hmm
blame him for that. I think it's
hmm
because of the vast changes in the terrain.
Yeah. Hey, Charles. Thanks for coming in. Christy Betts, good to see you. Thank you for coming by.
I'm gonna take care
Ooh,
of something, Mountain Grandma.
yeah, that's disgusting. Um, so how's everybody else doing? Are you all doing okay with all the weather? That's disgusting. You got him, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I got him, I think. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa.
Um, yeah, Barb, I am trying. I'm just really tired
Thank you,
today.
Jamie. Appreciate that.
When I went out this morning, well, I didn't go out this morning. Ryan went out because he saw the tree down, and um, it's so ironic that the pigs don't hear him. I swear they can smell me and they know that I'm the feed person.
Mhm.
He went out and saw the tree quietly. Nobody got up. And if I would have went out there, they would have all come out. And I held off feeding because I didn't want them out there in if it while it was still windy. So I waited to feed them. But yeah, Barb, I'm just exhausted, quite honestly.
Mhm.
I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Been a rough morning.
Mhm. It is. Because when you're
Not
hearing all that wind, you're worrying about the damage that could be going on out there too, and your animals and
yeah.
that. Gear says, "Bring on the weather." Well, if you want the weather, I hope you get it, not us. I don't want the weather.
Hey, Alfonso.
Hi, Alfonso.
Yeah, it's just
75
insane.
mile per hour winds. My goodness.
Yeah, Christine, you're in Oklahoma. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not fun going down to the shelter. We had our dog down in there with us last night, too. She was not crazy about going down those steps, I'll tell you.
I bet.
But it's looking nice out today. So we have one nice day. I'm still waiting to put plants outside, and now I keep thinking I'm going to do it, and then I don't do
Yeah.
it because I'm worried about the weather. I mean, I've started them. The starts are doing great. I hate to put them out there and have them destroyed in less than 24 hours.
Yeah,
I worry.
exactly.
Hmm. The edge of the Rockies and the Great Plains sounds beautiful.
So let's talk about what's on the agenda today.
On the agenda, scheduling. Did you know May is the Mental Health Awareness Month? And so, scheduling, you're talking about goal setting and priorities and getting things done that you just want to do, and trying to do all of that and maintain balance and set yourself up for success. So that's kind of the discussion that I thought we could have today. Because if we let what we have to do overdo us too much, then we are going to be in kind of a bad situation,
Hmm.
physically, mentally. I mean, you could hurry and things not work out, and so it all comes down to how do you schedule things. So
Absolutely.
mhm,
And getting
um,
things on your to-do list done, like,
mhm,
how you do that is important too.
mhm,
Hey, Tina.
yeah. Well, you do. I think you have time, or even buying starts. You can always buy some starts too if you want more
Hey, Christy
tomatoes.
Betts.
Kind of like with me and the planting. So I have been right now. I did a garden update, but my garden update was you can see beds that I'm still working on. I'm still working on my beds because the soil, it's so much, and I don't do it all at one time. And my husband helps me. He helps me do stuff, but I tell him let me do stuff too because I like to be a part. I don't want to he would gladly
Hmm.
just go out there and do everything for me. Like he would go out there and do all of my beds for me. But I'm like, no, I want to be a part of it. I need the exercise. It feels good, and gardening is one of the best mental health things that you can do. And it feels good to get out there and just do it myself. So it's been a slow process, but getting it done, and then I'll get my plants in the ground after I've got one bed that's done so far. But that's because of how I'm sort of pacing myself as I go. Because there's the regular stuff too, right? Like you've got your projects that you want to do, and you then you've got your regular life, which includes waking up, going to sleep, eating, um, your health care in between, right? Like
Hmm.
um, and cleaning your house and maintaining things, and then you have your garden and your other projects that you might have going on.
Right, exactly. I mean, and that's the thing. You have to learn when to take your time. So I always use the example that Ryan and I are like bulls, right? We
Mhm. You guys are.
set out there to do a project. We're going to get it
Mhm.
done, get it done, get it done,
Yeah.
right? We always did that. Finish it in one day, get it done, or finish it every day until you get it done, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
The tree project was a little different because we're older. And I'm not saying we're infirm, I'm just saying we're older and we feel it more. And so the tree project took the span of what, since February,
Hmm.
but we got over 45 trees done.
Which is amazing. That is
And
so much. That's a lot.
yeah, but we were smart about it, right? We went out for a few hours a day. We did it smart. We didn't pick up all these huge logs. We rolled a lot of them with our feet. We
Hmm.
um, piled the brush. We didn't pile all the logs in the driveway like we would have done when we were younger. We left them in piles at the base of the stump because that was the point, not hurt ourselves doing it, and then just a little bit at a time. And then the weather got in the way, and just a little bit at a
Hmm.
time.
Yeah.
And like Barb was saying, it's dangerous too. And so there were plenty
Hmm.
of times
It
where
is.
Ryan was tired, and I said, it's time to cull and say, let's call it good, because you don't want to get hurt. You had
Mhm.
good luck, you know?
Yep.
So it's just important to do that stuff, you know?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. See what Gwen said? That is exactly my pet peeve. Every time you want to get it done, things break and
Mhm.
have to be fixed. So
Yep.
I hate having to repair things.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
like, it's like you want to get a new project done and you got to keep going back and fixing the old stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like if you ever when you're cleaning too. You go to clean something and you realize something else you need to clean.
Yep.
Mhm. It's a never-ending thing.
Yeah, I mean, right now we have trees laying in the back that, were cut up and they just need to be rolled into piles, and we have the brush we need to chip, but I'm not spending 20 a
Mhm.
whole day out there, and then we're all going to be so sore the next day we can't move.
Exactly.
Plus the
Yep.
other thing is, you wake up in the morning, you feed everybody, and
Mhm.
then you go out and work all day and you're exhausted, and then you got to feed everybody at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's like you have to just say, like, all right, enough is enough,
Yep.
you know?
Mhm. Absolutely.
Like
Mhm.
yesterday, Ryan went down and cut some, and then we had a thing at the library for the cottage laws that we
Wildlife.
wanted to go to. Hey, wildlife. And so we did that. And it was just, we weren't down there. He was down there for like 2 hours,
Mhm. Yep.
little by little.
Little by little.
The
That's what
only
I'm
time
trying
we
to.
busted longer is
Mhm.
when the trees were up here. And that's
Mhm.
because I needed access to the animals at the end of the day.
Mhm.
But down in the back, we're not killing ourselves.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think that's important.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yep. Today, Tina, I am planning on working on my dirt a little more after I get off of work today. That's one thing I want to do. We get to have leftovers tonight, so that's good.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Today, right after this live, we'll be cutting up a tree that's on the pig fence, and
Mhm.
hopefully the wind dies down.
Mhm.
And then the one in the driveway, Ryan cut, but it's got to be moved.
Yeah, those darn weeds, Jamie. Oh my goodness. I bought some cypress mulch that I'm going to be putting over the garden beds once everything comes up. I'm waiting on dill to come up in the small bed, and then I can that one to be ready. But the other beds, y'all seen them. If you saw my video, you've seen them. They're nowhere near ready for me to. And I almost need to hurry up and plan it on because I've been picking weeds out of a bed that doesn't even have anything in it but dirt. That's not fun. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what you got to do, though.
Mm-hmm. It's what you got to do. Yup. And yeah, that's sometimes things are slower in the process than we care for them to be. But I feel like it's part of the process, and we just have to tell ourselves we are not behind. We are right on time. We're not behind. We're right
Yep.
on time, especially with gardening because it's easy to look around and see other people's garden beds. Like Gail's garden bed is looking amazing. All of
Hmm.
her beds, all of everything she's got, and everybody in Texas, their gardens look amazing. And even some places that are closer to me, like they are rocking it. And here I am still working on my dirt.
Yeah. No, no. I mean, but it's reality. I mean, I've got tomatoes in the greenhouse that are probably going to drop dead. I've got a heat lamp out there, but I had to get them out. And Tina was saying she's tightening up the bolts on her raised bed. I've got that raised bed I was talking to you guys about. It's coming today, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's awesome. From who knows where the wind and all this wind we're having is blowing them in. You know they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christy, I'm with you on that. I like to be outside unless it's like really hot and sticky and miserable. Then honestly, I'd rather spend a day in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would. Even in the times in my life when I didn't like to cook much, I would have rather spent. my day in the kitchen. Because I've had times in my life where I did not like to cook. Yeah, so much to do. But you
No
got to
worries, fun.
the work comes, what if you work, that has to come first. Your health has to come first.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, like I said about the trees, like, it's not just about
One.
being sore, we just don't need to hurt ourselves to
Mm-hmm.
the point where we can't take care of things.
Yeah,
And
agree.
it's funny, Ryan had me laughing. He says, um, yesterday we were laughing about it. He said to me, so I can't kneel. I've always had knee problems since I'm a
Mm-hmm.
kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, one of the chicks got out of the brooder and I tried to kneel to go get it. And bye, Barb. And Ryan turned around and
Thank
said,
you, Barb.
"What are you doing? Because if you get hurt," he goes, "I got to do it all."
I'm picking up your workload. Right?
He's like, "If I get hurt," he goes, "You ain't got to do nothing except listen to him whine and complain."
Be kicking back in the recliner with a
I
bowl of
know it.
popcorn. You need to go.
Hey, hey, kill it and grill it.
Hey, kill it and grill it.
Yeah, you
Thanks
might
for
need a
coming by.
loan.
Oh my goodness, I know it.
I hope
Everything.
you're being safe down there. Kill it and grill it.
Hmm. Yeah. I would say for us right now, other than the daily stuff, the garden is still our top priority. Um, that's been my main focus, other than the regular daily stuff. That's been, and there's other things that I want to get to too. I am out of soap almost, so I need to get busy making more soap and lotion because I'm out of lotion. So now I'm just using my oils, which is kind of more costly in the long run. These little things like this. Oh, and
Yeah,
our healthy snacks collaboration. So thank you to everybody who's joining that with me and watching the videos, because that's a huge part of it. Watching the videos, and I've got a playlist going, so working on those.
I'm a video watching fail.
Oh, that's okay. You know what, Lisa? I struggle with that too, because sometimes if I try to support everybody and I try to watch people's videos, and I get behind. I get behind real easy. I get behind on joining lives
Yeah,
because of life.
it's
There's
go time.
it
Go
is.
time.
Hmm. In the chat, what is everybody else's like big project they've got going right now? I bet we're gonna see garden, garden, garden.
Yeah.
Your tomatoes are just amazing. How is everything going with your garden, Lisa?
The tomatoes took a turn because they really need to get outside.
Hmm.
They're on steroids this year, not like last year. I don't know what happened. The only thing I can attribute it to is the house was probably warmer this year
Hmm.
compared to last year when we had that really cold winter. Um, so I've got over 20 something tomatoes in the greenhouse, and I tried a
Hmm.
heater that didn't work because I was afraid it was going to burn the place down.
Hmm.
So I have a heat lamp out there, but we're cold for the next 6 nights. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. But again, I've got the rest indoors. We'll see if we can hang on
Hmm.
to them. And then everything else was up potted or up potted into a seed snail
Uh-huh. Oh,
because they
up
just,
potting into a seed snail. That's a good idea too.
well, quite honestly, those plants are 5 times, 6 times bigger than the
Mhm.
others.
That's awesome.
So the other day it was nice, Sunday, and I put everything that I could into a seed snail until I could not fit anymore because I don't have any more
Wow.
material.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, I love that idea. I mean, I liked the idea of the seed starting, and I could see how much they grew, but I never thought about transplanting up into a seed snail. That's a good idea.
I wouldn't normally do it. Some of them look kind of rough, but
Huh?
it worked. I will say the bubble wrap did not work as well as the polystyrene.
Really? I
The
was
dirt
wondering
started
about that.
sliding out of the bubble wrap.
Hmm.
It was tricky.
Hmm. Troy Sutton. Yes, you can plant your amaranth. I don't know what ramps are. Do you know what ramps are, Lisa?
Yeah, they're wild onions.
Oh, okay.
They sell them in
Um,
North Carolina, and if you eat too many of them, you stink.
oh, interesting. Um, I know that you can plant amaranth in the woods. I'm going to be doing that too. They can take care of themselves. I neglected them ridiculously last year and they did well. So that tells me that they can grow without me. Um, so I would say yes, those can grow out in your woods.
So if you go back to Broke Cowgirl right above Troy Sutton's comment,
Uh-huh.
there you go.
Is a long list of projects to get done. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
here's another one. Tina, finishing putting my garden bed together, and then I will need to fill. Hmm. That's exciting. More garden space is always fun.
Oh yeah.
Maintaining orchard gardens, so many things. I know, Heather, you've got a lot of property there too. Your orchard is amazing, Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie's weeding pretty much is all she's focused on. Garden is planted. Yeah, maintaining it, hoping for a good harvest. Once any more, we'll have to go in a pot right now. Yep. Hey, or any other creative thing you can come up with, Christy. Seeds last year, I think I weeded them all out because they look like pigweed. Haha. Oh no. It's absolutely a start. I
Yes,
agree.
it is.
I figured we might see a lot going on with the garden. That's what
Oh
we're
yeah.
doing. I need to transplant Jerusalem artichoke. I was going to
Mm.
put them out in the woods. And when I say the woods, I mean like the woods that are like directly adjacent to our property too. So it's not hard for me to get out there. Though my St. John's wort I put way in the back. And if I plant like my sunflowers, I'll probably put them back there too. Even though I know that's where the deer are, but I don't want to draw the deer into where my garden beds are. Um, but my Jerusalem artichoke I'm going to put out there, and then also some ground cherries I want to put over where the lemon balm is. My lemon balm, I pulled the leaves away from it this year, and it is doing so amazingly well. I've already harvested out there once, and I can go out there and harvest again, and we're just in the beginning. I'm betting I'm going to be able to get several harvests from it, which is
You don't do you have your garden beds fenced in?
so we've got multiple garden beds. I've got fencing on the little one now because I got stuff in there. Where my new garden bed that my hubby made for me is at the
Yep.
end of my long bed. We're going to fence around there. And then so we're doing individual fencing, but down at the bottom is all of my daughter's. She's got stuff in there right now, and we don't
Yeah.
have a fence up there yet. So we still got to do the fence on hers.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm. But we have to, even for the squirrels. The squirrels get in there. It's not even just
Yeah.
deer.
Well, I was actually talking to Gwen about this because somebody on Instagram, because I added a garden bed, like an
Hmm.
overflow garden, I call it.
Hmm.
And what I all I had was like that orange plastic fence and some T-posts, and the budget was small. There was no budget this week,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
um, so I had to use what I had. But the very cool thing is somebody on Instagram said castor oil, Dawn dish soap, and water to keep away squirrels, rabbits, deer, and chipmunks.
Huh.
So I'm gonna spray it around on the outside,
Uh huh.
and just because that's an area that's not as
Hmm.
frequented by us, but is
Hmm.
by the critters.
Tell me what that mix is one more time.
It's hold on, let me look it up.
And it's a like a critter deterrent.
Yeah, hang on, let me look it up. Sorry, it takes a minute on Instagram.
That's okay.
I had a lot of people message me this morning. That's why. There she is.
Gwen said squirrelinator trap.
A quarter cup of castor oil, a
Okay.
quarter cup of Dawn dish soap, and a gallon of water.
Huh.
Spray the soil, then water it in a little, and also add some cayenne pepper.
Hmm.
Right, right. You don't spray the plants. I'm going to spray it on the outside of the fence.
Gotcha. Don't spray plants.
I would never spray plants with anything with dish soap or oil because I think it would just
Yeah.
probably burn the leaves.
I
But
killed I killed some cilantro once doing that.
yeah, I don't
Didn't
want
work
soap
out.
on my plants.
Yeah. Basil seeds. So last year I didn't have a fence, and I planted a lot of basil in the garden bed last year, and I got lucky, I think is what it was, because I had a couple tomatoes that the squirrels got, and that was it. I didn't lose a bunch, just a couple.
Good.
Yeah.
I find the deer here, I mean, they eat everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that they say they don't like marigolds,
Mm-hmm.
they eat them.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
always have to have, um, I could have used one of our electric fences, but I did not. And that's because
Mm-hmm.
I need that for the pigs
Yeah.
and I'm not wasting a fence there. But if I, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Christy, it's good you've got fencing up, because Garden State Gardener, he had deer get in his garden, and he had fencing. I think they like got in there somehow, and they just destroyed his whole garden, like when it was at its almost at its peak.
It,
Huge bummer.
I've had, let's put
Thank
it this way. I've had electric net fencing and I used to watch the deer jump in and out of it.
you. Mm-hmm. No kidding.
Hmm.
Mm, yeah.
Sometimes they say you have to put like fencing like a couple of feet apart because of their, is it their depth perception or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got mad squirrels because I cut down the tree highway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute, Heather. Oh, you've got mad squirrels.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're
Oh
mad.
yeah, like they can no longer just jump tree to tree, huh?
That's all they used to do. We never saw them on the ground. They would jump tree to tree to tree.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see them running on the ground. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but what are you gonna do? I need the
Yeah.
sun and stuff.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing with their, is there anything that you feel like you haven't been able to get done or that you're behind on?
Oh, a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's all good. I mean, it's just been a weird year for us, and that's mainly because the winter was mild.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up doing a lot more than doing that, than having like a hibernation period, if you will.
Mm-hmm. The tree project was a huge project. Huge projects can definitely kind of put a wrench in the other projects, the huge ones, and they have to. It just, there's no way around it.
Yep. Oh, that's a good idea,
Old
Tina.
aluminum pie plates tied to posts to keep deer away.
That's a great
Interesting.
idea. I have I bought on clearance this wind whirly giggy,
Hmm.
and I put that in the middle of the new one.
Yeah, I've got, for me, all of the stuff that I haven't gotten to is a lot of the little things that I just need to make time at the end of my day for, I think is what I need to do.
Yep.
Hmm. But I've also been trying to make sure that I'm trying to cook healthy. I'm really trying. Last night I made a black and blue cobbler, and I put in monk fruit sweetener when I was making it. And so, I mean, it was a healthy version of that. I've been trying to do that kind of thing and trying to make sure that we have like healthy things to eat, and that I have found has been taking up more time from me in the kitchen, because I guess I'm giving everything more thought, thinking
Hmm.
about it more, not just going in there and cooking.
Yep. Yeah, Tina, I saw that she had the 6-foot fence, but unfortunately, I don't have money in the budget for a 6-foot fence.
Yeah, fencing is so expensive.
Yeah, I'm literally using orange plastic fencing
Hmm.
and T-posts.
Mhm.
so I can take it down in the winter.
Coops to work on, barn to work on, fence to work on. I'm still wanting to get like another chicken area so that I can get the breasty chickens or breast chickens. I guess I've been saying it wrong. Uh,
Okay, let me tell you, those things are wiry and flighty.
are they?
Oh my gosh.
What are you thinking of them so far?
They're they're reminding me of the pheasants in the brooder,
Mm-hmm. I remember
but
the
not as bad as the pheasants,
Mm-hmm.
but they are cray cray.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I wonder if that's like their teenage behavior, and when they get a little bigger, if they will calm down some.
Well, number one, they're meat birds, so they're not handled. And number two, they're not like the Cornish cross monsters.
Oh, so she's saying, okay, so those pie plates, you kind of tie
Yep,
them in the corners and then they flap and it scares the deer away.
yep.
Good idea.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that today.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Love that
Yep,
idea.
yep,
Uh-huh. I've seen people do the CDs and hanging from the trees.
yep.
I need to do.
I I would love to. I don't have any.
Mm, gosh, I wonder if I have any. I know I did, but you know how that goes. That's a wonderful idea for our fruit trees. I was thinking about getting, because we've got fruit. We've got peaches. We have some plums. It looks like we might end up with some baby. Well, I think we've got some baby apples coming in.
Oh, nice.
Um, and then there's whatever the heck the tree is growing in the woods has something. I'm
Yep.
leaning towards plum, but I don't know. We'll see. Somebody said maybe a fig, which would be amazing.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, I would love, but it just I think it would be a waste of my time.
Somebody said maybe an apricot, but
Oh,
it's not fuzzy, so I don't know about that. Plus, there's no figs and apricots growing on the property, so those are the ones that I think are least likely. But the plum, it could maybe be a plum. I don't know. We'll see. But I love that idea. I was gonna get the what do you call those little bags? The netted bags. Can't think of the name for those.
yeah.
But you can get those and tie them around the fruit to kind of protect them from insects too. So I'm thinking about doing that. But I love the idea to keep the birds away because they could just peck right through the netting if they wanted to.
Bye, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah, Christy Betts, we have deer that live in the back. They
Mm-hmm.
have their babies back there and all that, so they're pretty comfortable here.
Mm-hmm. Christy, the asparagus, you can get the kind that's the root that you plant. And I did that when we first got here. And then last, wait, no, I did that last year when we first got here. There was already some out there.
Hey,
And
Rochelle.
I planted more. And this year I was thinking about even just dropping more seeds out there. But it's so nice that they're a perennial. So you plant asparagus once and they're going to keep coming. You can just keep adding to them. Hey, Rochelle, thanks for coming. Yeah, Christy, sounds like what we've got going on. Where are you
Yeah.
located, Christy? Two of the yes. Well, organza bags. That's what they're called. The organza bags. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're made from the tulle fabric.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Aw, thank you, Gail. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do scheduling wise, I mean, if you can I hear sometimes people say like Mondays when they have to go to work. Like it feels like the weekend was too short. And I feel like if you're feeling like that too many Mondays in a row, it's time to take a Monday off because
Right.
you're needing some downtime. So anybody who can take vacation time, you need to take vacation time. And I think that I'm going to schedule some vacation time to
Or
get some stuff done.
not run all weekend and take some downtime because you need
Mm,
to go to work Monday if you can't take the time.
true. True
Hey,
that.
Ann.
Hmm. Yeah. No kidding. We should use the same background. Did you see?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Lisa, you'll have to send me that picture.
Likewise.
Take all the Mondays. I have a coworker who's worked where I work for over 30 years. So she has tons of time off. And she's taken like every Friday off now. She said, I'm taking every Friday off, like as long as I can, because I feel like I need that day. I need a 3-day weekend. That's what she said. And I don't want to work 4 10s because the days are too long.
Yeah, I did like 6
Over
months of
planning.
Fridays off.
Mm hmm. Yep. Some of the stuff that I want to do is my fun stuff too. Like it's things that I need to do. I don't buy store bought soap, store bought lotion. I make my own, and I love it. It's fun for me. So it's kind of like I haven't been able to get to it yet, and that means like I haven't been able to get to some of my fun things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the good thing about that is it forces you to make it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. That yep. And I need to get so there's a lot of things like that, some herbal things that I need to get together. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yep.
30 minutes for lunch so he gets every other Monday off. That is a good way to schedule things.
I used to eat at my desk just so I could get done and leave it on it earlier, like 4 or so.
Yep. I always work a straight 8 or, if I work later it's because I've got commitments and things that I have to get done that I didn't get to
Yep.
or something. Mhm. Yep. That's how I do. Otherwise, you're kind of cramming it into the end of the day. So another thing, like tonight, it's leftover night. Yay! I'm not going to be in there cooking, so I can use that time to do some of the things that I want to do. I haven't decided if I what I'm going to do yet because I've also got some lemon balm projects that are ongoing. Honestly, I'm probably going to tackle those first because that's for two reasons. For one of them, it's the Survival Seeds collaboration. So there's some things I'm going to be making with lemon balm, um, but also because I want to keep harvesting my lemon balm when it's time to harvest. Because my concern is if you don't, and I know this because last year I wasn't on top of harvesting it as often as I should have, and the leaves started to get really ugly. Like they started getting buggy, or I don't know what was going on with them. But so I'm trying to make sure when it looks like they need to be harvested, which I have a feeling might even be weekly, but because I harvested them last week and I was out there this morning because of all the rain, looks like I need to harvest them again. So I just want to be on top of that. And then I love how sometimes challenges and collaborations help bring out the best in all of us creators because it keeps us on our toes with getting things done.
Hey,
Hey,
Uncle
Gil.
Al.
Hi, Uncle Al.
Hey, Gil. Yeah, agreed.
Oh, awesome. Are you, for the tool, Gil, are you making organza bags? Or are you just like, how
Hail
are you?
protection
Yeah, are you just putting it along? How are you using it in the garden? I guess I'm wondering how you're putting
or
it down.
bird netting.
Hmm. I don't fly, so I can't help answer that question unless I absolutely have to for work. Yes, yeah. The go 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 will catch up with you.
Yep.
I can remember when I had a job where I had to go into the office. I can remember always using the phrase, I just need to push through. I can remember
Uh,
saying that all the time. I just need to push through. And it was like what happened? I ended up with a really bad back. And I think it was from the stress. And I was like sick. I just was not feeling well. I was having issues with multiple, like blood pressure, like just general fatigue, and then I wasn't sleeping because of my back. And I think that I just need to push through was killing me slowly. It's not a good plan. Mm-hmm. Me too, Gail. I saw that parsley's supposed to be really good for bugs. I need to go plant some, not harvest it, but I need to plant some. Aw, tomatoes smell amazing. Dexter knows it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. The things that don't necessarily need to flower.
Grasshoppers, like I know north of us are, or even just an hour north of us, are brutal. We don't have them. Um, Not near as much
Hey,
as the folks in the
Canadian family
plains.
life.
Hey
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's good for your blood. It is just good for you. Yeah. So I still have seeds I want to start. I don't have room for them. And I want to do the hydroponics. I'm going to do the crack key as soon as I have room on my table, which means I've got to get the plants out. So when those guys get to go outside, then I can plant. I can start my crack key. That's my plan. I'd like to grow the lettuce and things indoors, but I'm hoping I don't get those little gnats. What is the secret to not getting little gnats in your crack key, Lisa?
I never had gnats.
You didn't?
No.
Hmm.
I had gnats with dirt because it stays wet and
Mm-hmm.
but they say that like cinnamon helps to kill all that, but I've never had that.
Hmm. I tried the cinnamon and I got so many tomato plants. I don't know which one I didn't put it on all of them because I tested it, but none of them died. And I put up a little fan, and that seems to have kept them at bay. And it was really interesting because because my tomato plants, remember, I did some of them with the biochar, like half and half. My biochar tomatoes didn't tend to have the problem with the gnats that the other ones did.
3 minutes just to give you a heads up.
Oh gosh, okay. Anybody have any questions for us before we end the live? Oh, and Rochelle said no soil helps. So maybe I don't have to worry about that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And Gwen put a thing in there too. And what I've done is I've used a drop of Dawn soap in apple cider vinegar
Mm-hmm.
and water in a open container, and they've drowned.
Cool. Peppermint oil and yellow sticky
Yeah.
traps. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna end just like 5 minutes earlier today because we are trying to get to where we need to be.
Yeah, today's a busy day for both of us. Well, thank you all so much for coming. Let's see if we can do some remind anything you want to share for your channel, Lisa, or anybody else's that you can think of.
No, just check everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of folks out there who have collaborations going on and
Lots of collaboration.
all that stuff.
Mhm. And giveaways associated with them.
Yes.
The survival seeds, they are doing giveaways on lazy days ahead, like, I don't know, all the time. I haven't figured out the schedule for that yet, even though I'm in that one. Um, and then there's the weird container gardening that Gail's doing. She's doing a garden tour club, and if you follow along, she's got playlists for each month. So like there'll be April garden tour club. You go watch all those videos. Then she does a drawing.
Hi, Gwen.
Um, so that's kind of fun. And then there's like a pizza party from Heather and a
Yeah.
salad one from Heather. Um, and then, gosh, what else? Oh, my Healthy Snacks 24, of course. And I'll be doing a giveaway June 6th. I might move it to the 5th. I just found out our grandson's going to be graduating from boot camp and we might try to go. So,
Nice.
yeah, if we can make, but that might mean I have to move it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still processing this, trying to figure it out. So
Yep.
go watch all that stuff. And thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you.
I hope I didn't forget anybody's collaborations, but there are a lot out there. And
Yes.
we'll see you next week, everybody. Take care and see you next time.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.